Oh, that is funny. I'm sorry. I didn't expect that. We're trying to adjust ourselves.
Usually I'm sitting down.
Yeah, usually we're both sitting down here, but tonight we need to stand up because we're behind the desk, behind the mic, and we're just sharing day 9.
Mission control,
the control room, or the no control room, whatever. Oh, love it. Right, day 9 done. You know, lately I haven't popped up too much on the lives, just doing little bits and pieces. But that'll change tomorrow because there's some amazing things happen. But firstly, today, I've got to get today out of the way. We're the best part of 1,600, closer to 1,700 pairs of socks that have gone out into the community of Frankston now.
Wow.
And you can start to hear it in my voice. You can start to hear where I'm at energy-wise. And I'm so wrapped because I've got an army coming. I've got the Smilers coming, getting the crew back together. John's here, come down here from the Gold Coast, who was with us in Lismore and Mullumbimby, Evans Head, and back down here sharing the love again. And what an extraordinary time it is. You dropped in last night.
Mm-hmm.
Dropped in last night and back at it first thing this morning. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you
No
for
problem.
coming. Thank you. I mean, this is probably the most important thing I've ever done from my backyard, and to have support from people all over Australia to share the love and connect with my community. I'm just so grateful for you to be in here. So firstly, thank you for that, John.
Oh, pleasure.
Yeah.
Well, it's good to be giving back at Christmas.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? Like it's something pretty special at the moment. Like, so let's jump straight into it. Let's talk about what we did today and just share the joy and the. Well, I'll let you go in your words before I say anything. How's today been for you?
Yeah, really. I guess I've been out of it for a while. The last experience I had was Lismore, pretty much, and I was just really keen to see what was going on down here and what had been organised, and just amazing the support we've got from the community kitchen, is it?
Yeah.
Community centre.
Bayside Community Kitchen.
And all the great work they're doing. And it's just a really great sort of hub to work from. And, you know, there's people that come in there and themselves and we can actually chat to and hand out socks to. But then, just to get out in the community and into the shopping centres and everything, it's, you know, people going about their Chrissy shopping and everything and not expecting, you know, a couple of blokes to accost them with socks, which is interesting. But there's just the reactions we get are just amazing, and the appreciation, and they really get what we're doing, and it's just amazing to be part of.
Yeah, giddy up. So if we look at today, like, to get here and to see socks on people already and to see the way the Bayside Community Kitchen actually works, how awesome is that? Like, I'll let you use your words rather than me put them in your
mouth. Well, it's just heartening to see that, you know, there's a local, enterprise or place that is willing to support and provide a base for this, and also they do a lot of good work, great work themselves, and just to be part of seeing what they do and then feel a part of what they do, but also add on to what they're doing and through, you know, what we're doing with the socks and engaging with the people that come in, and it's the support from them just is amazing, and I can see why, you know, I've seen the lives up until now, and I had no concept of what was actually involved and where you were, but now I've seen it, and it's they're incredible.
Yeah, and thank you for that, because it's one of the things for me that I do a lot of lives. I turn up and I share moments in time with everybody. but there's so much more that happens that a lot of it I like to try and keep a bit personal, because there's some big messages inside some of the stuff that we do. And to be actually listen to us talk and listen to the passion in my voice and the emotion of what happens, but to actually experience it, it's a whole different ball game. Yeah.
For sure.
And
And
so,
yeah, and I think I've sort of said how I saw it, but it's just to have that level of support at a community level has been fantastic, and to have, as I said, have that base for us that we can actually come back and forth to, and restock
yeah.
if we need to, or just have a rest, because it is exhausting, like after a while. So it's a nice sort of recuperation and recovery center as well.
Yeah, well, that's something that I don't think we talk about enough, because out there doing that and having the conversations with people is one thing. It's great. Like, I love it, and they're big conversations, but they come with emotional weight, and it's something for me that we carry, and it gets you tired, right? It actually takes a lot of effort to sit completely present with somebody and have these big conversations. So that's something for me that when you do come out and do these conversations, it's really important that we connect properly. It's important that we're completely present, we listen and we learn from one another. It takes energy, right? So when is the right time to have a conversation? When is the right time to have a big conversation that you need to have? You want to make sure your energy resources are in there. Right now, I won't be talking about much of what's going on for me, because I'm listening and I'm embracing and I'm getting curious. So I have to be focused on that. And I'm aware that my energy levels become lower. So I can't talk about the big things that I need to talk about in my life right now. But I know that after the 12 days of Christmas is done, I'll have more energy and I'll refill my cup in order to have those conversations that I need to have, which is really important, isn't it? Like, it's just amazing, the energy levels that come up and down. So that's pretty cool. But like today, so let's wind it back, right? Wind it all the way back to when we first got there.
Mm-hmm.
There was a magical human there by the name of Floss, Fairy Floss. Like, think about that. It was only what 12 hours ago, 11 hours ago that we first met Floss, right? And we sat down with Floss, and Floss came out and walked the streets with us, handing out socks. How extraordinary was, like, what a beautiful human joining us. And it's that connection that she's got with the connection she's got with the people. Like, that's how we started our day, let alone the photographer. Like, it was a beautiful thing. Like, so one of the things that I'm pretty adamant on is I really want to protect people's stories. I really want to protect the engagements that we have, and trust and earn that and honor that, right? Because if someone's going to share something with us, then I want to honor that by holding it sacred with them. But today we had a photographer come down, and there's so we haven't chased any media on this. We're just doing it, right? Because that's how important it is to me. But there's a local news magazine that's picked up on what we're doing, because I handed her a pair of socks. So the photographer came down today, and what an experience, right? And the experience was, the photo shoot was great, but it was his story. He mattered. What he shared with us filled our hearts. We all have dark days, every single one of us. And I just think that was just such a magical moment today, where we get, see, he's so often capturing a story that his story doesn't get captured. You know, how beautiful was it to hear his story today? You know?
Yeah. And he just opened up. Like, he did all the photography and everything, which was fantastic. But then he sat down with us, and we actually gave him some socks, and which was an opening for him to sort of tell his story. And he just told it naturally, and without much prompting. And he got what we were doing. And I think what he puts together, or what they put together in this magazine, will really reflect what we're all about, because he got it. and he's been through a lot himself. So
well, he embraced it. Like, he didn't just get it; he embraced it and
Mm.
became a part of the journey, which is what this is about. Like the business of smalls. Yes, I front up here. Yes, I do all the talking, but it's actually got nothing to do with me. It's got everything to do with the connection with a pair of socks. But it's about us. It's about we together. It's what we do together that matters. It's how we embrace each other. It's how we can really just grow. You know, like, and I'm so excited about what's going on at the minute. Like, people are hearing about the socks. People want a pair of socks. But why would you, I mean, and just on that, but like the socks, why do people want the socks? You know, they can get socks anywhere. Can't get these ones. These ones you have to be gifted from the heart. They come with a message for a reason. They come with us letting you know that we give a shit about you, because we do, you know. And I think that's the big thing in this. People want to feel seen. People need to feel connected. And in a time of year that, you know, thank you, Caroline, for, you know, this quick message, you know, like, thank you for spreading the Christmas message of love. And that's what it is. It's from our hearts. And that's the big thing in this. Like, one thing is to receive socks. The next level is to gift them, because it's actually not as easy as you think, because there's a methodology behind it that opens up you to explore who you are. And that's a big challenge, you know. And I like it, even for you when you first got back out. So, oh, that's right. I got to engage rather than just put the socks out in front of me. And Foss learned that pretty quickly. But it's, you know, it's the quality of the socks, every single part of it. Like, I'm just so grateful. I'm so grateful to have you in my life. I'm so grateful to be doing what we're doing, John. Let's capture your best moment today. What was your best moment?
Oh, I think in general it was just recognizing how powerful it is, because, as I said, I've been away from it for a while, and but just to re-engage with what we're doing. And yeah, there's a few special moments with people who are really grateful and you know, were taken aback by, and actually asked us for more socks that they could give to either workmates or family, or, you know, other people that were struggling. So just the flow on effect, I think, is you know, we do a certain level of gifting, but then there's an opportunity for people to gift as well, and they're asking us for a couple more pairs. But yeah, and yeah, there was a few experiences of that today, and you know, I'm pretty I'm pretty frazzled from today, but I'm trying to sort of think of particular moments, but it was just all really great to re-engage and get back into it, and I'm looking forward to the next couple of days.
Oh, and they're going to be big. They're going to be huge. But I do want to share a moment today that really touched my heart. There was a stand there asking for donations, and I walked up to the stand and I said, "G'day, how are you?" Thanked them for doing their best right now, and just engaged to read the message of the socks, and they did. And she was actually my partner committed suicide a year ago, and I said, "Look, thank you for that. I really appreciate and honor you for sharing that, because that's really important to give him a voice beyond where he's at. Give him the voice that he didn't have." Next thing you know, I have a yarn with the girl standing next to her. She was actually my brother committed suicide not that long ago. I said, "Wow." I said, "No wonder you're giving so much right now. No wonder you're wanting to be a part of the giving at this time of year, because you want people to have a voice." I just said to him, I said, "Look, I just want to thank you both for everything you're doing, because you're giving both those men a voice beyond the grave." I said, "I challenge you to get a semicolon. You're a part of that, because you're still here. I need you to give your brother and your partner a voice, because they live in your heart. Now they now live in my heart because you shared that. They live on. And that's the most important thing. We've got to share that love, keep that love going, give each other the opportunity to have the conversations we have. Instead of going into that pain, honor them by having the conversations that you need to have." And that's really important to me. And that engagement I had with those two wonderful women was just heartfelt and beautiful. And I, you know, to honor them with honoring me, their stories, means that both those guys live in my heart now, and that's just means the world to me. So that'll get me that one. So, but it's there. It's the little moments like that we have consistently that just truly just fill my heart. Like as John said, you get tired doing this, but it's just when I get stories like that from people, I've got so much more fuel in my tank to keep going because we're worth it. So,
yep.
Well,
we are.
Yeah, we are, aren't we? Yeah. So Shorty and Alan Stevens arrive in about an hour and a bit, and I can't wait for that to catch up with everybody. That's going to be pretty powerful. It's going to be a pretty special moment.
I don't know how we're all going to fit on one screen, but
no, it's all right. We'll move it back and we'll move it around a bit. And we'll make it happen. But tomorrow's a very big day. We've got a certain member from the HIA coming down. We've got a federal politician coming down. We've got a lot of people from our community coming and walking the streets with us. We're going to touch some big hearts tomorrow. Probably mine, to be honest. Probably my heart, because
the biggest one of all.
No, but to be walking together with men and people that I love to make a difference to my personal community, that's going to get me tomorrow, because people care. People care about me. People care about my community. People care about my family, and that means the world to me. So, yeah. So, all right. Anything you'd like to finish on?
No, I think that's it. I think
it's a bit, isn't it?
A bit to process.
It's a bit to process. All right, well, we're going to go down and have dinner. So from my heart to yours, thank you for being a part of the journey. Just by being here, just by watching this, just by sharing a post, just by liking a Facebook group, just by following the YouTube channel, little things like that, they all make a difference. Quite often people say, how can I help without, I haven't got any money? Share a post, share the story about the socks. Tell somebody about them. Like that's how we help each other. We live in each other's hearts when we share the stories. The stories are what connect us. So, yeah. Well, mate, well, thank you. I look forward to a massive day tomorrow. We'll see how we go. So thank you, mate. And speak to you soon. All right. On that, where's that bloody button? There.